Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Rolynn's Reviews. Woo! I hope that you had a wonderful Taco Tuesday, and I hope that all of your taco dreams came true. Boom. We will do the roll call momentarily. First off, if you will, do me one small favor and hit the little thumb that is the like button. That tells you, YouTube, that you are enjoying the content. And I won't be with you long, but I will be strong. I wanted to try to keep you updated with everything going along and going on in Illinois, the state of, and Chicago, and uh, close towns and cities to Chicago where all of these things are taking place. And so I wanted to jump on and see what your thoughts were, see if you had seen any of this footage. And then, of course, our great sister, Miss Prosperity, she shared um, some footage with me, and some of you may have seen it. I'll still share it. And thank you so much. We are up to 15,600. And again, that is due to all of your hard work and everything that you're doing, sharing the channel out with your friends and family, hyping the video, hitting the like button, all of those things are helping the channel to grow abundantly. And again, I give all of the credit to you, and I just want to thank you and let you know that you are very much appreciated. All right, I'll go ahead and get started with the um, roll call. If you would like for me to call your name during the roll call, all you need to do is type a hello or send me an emoji, whatever you feel like doing, okay? All right, so how are you doing, Maga Tamara? Hello, hello, hello. I hope that you're all right. And my girls, of course, is here to hold it down. How you doing, love? Maga Tamara says I'm probably going to do more listening than talking. Got a pretty bad Maga. I understand, love. I'm just glad you jumped on anyway to support the channel. So if you can't talk or if you have to leave early, you're still appreciated. Thank you so much, love. Dorian, how are you? Xavier Dodd, hello. How are you doing? Dorian, I just got out of your African American Studies class. Okay, good. I hope you learned something new. Baldwin Birds is here. How are you? Jagalo, hello, hello, hello. Tina, hello. I'm glad you made it. Greg is here. Prosperity, of course, is here, helping to hold things down. Angela Ashkins is back. Hello, beautiful Angela. Yes, welcome back, love. We're glad you're here. And as you can see, our family is growing. We have wonderful people. Um, and that's all you can ask for, folks, because again, there are thousands of content creators, and I do not take it lightly that you are here with the Rollins Reviews family. Tube Steak is here. How you doing, love? All right. If you are familiar with this situation, type a 1 in the comments section. So this happened today. They had to tear gas um, some large crowds. And that's why I was telling our great sister, Miss Prosperity, to please be careful. I know she has nose plugs, but you know, I don't know if she needs something additional, right? So just be careful. Right, Prosperity. I watch a lot of big time content creators. People leave them thousands of messages. They don't respond to not one. And that would, Greg, thank you so much. Greg, obviously my job as an educator is to engage, and so that is why I do that here. Again, I feel like if you spend your time, which is valuable, here on my channel, the least I can do is try to read your comments and engage with you so that we have some interaction together. All right. Look at the title, Large Crowds Tear Gas by Federal Agents in Chicago. So I'm going to share some footage, and then our great sister, Prosperity, she emailed me some clips, so I'll go ahead and share some of that. How you doing? Ronnie is back. Lauren, hello. Hello. All right. And I have a little song for you before we get started. So someone tell me the group and the year. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Boom. All right, Dorian. Hey, Kansas. Yes, 1976 was a good year. That was their biggest hit. Now, I love Kansas. If you like Kansas as well, and I don't mean the Kansas where Dorothy was, where the house fell on the Wicked Witch. Boom. All right, let me get this video going. Here we go.
All right, we have some breaking news right now. Our Sky Fox is over. What we're hearing is ICE activity. This is at 105th and Avenue N, I believe.
This is at 105th at Avenue N. Miss Prosperity, tell me how far you are from that. How you doing, Miss Vicky? How are you? Welcome, everyone. Lord Jammer, hello, hello, hello. Yes. Yes, Xavier, Kansas. That's okay. We're just getting started. Okay, I'm just starting the video, folks. Here we go.
Is this in the Chicagoland area? Is that what we're hearing? Okay, that is in the Chicagoland area. It looks like far south side. They're taking some people into custody here. We see a black SUV, and we just saw a person dressed in military fatigues with either Border Patrol or ICE escorting a person against the front hood of that black SUV. It looks like there are several agents in the area here. Again, this is alleged ICE activity at 105th and Avenue N in the Chicagoland area. This is the far south side. It looks like they have the street blocked off there. We're hearing reports that this all started as a crash, and then it looks like ICE agents responded to the scene. Boy, we see a lot of people there. It looks like some of the agents are perhaps wearing plain clothes and others are in military fatigues. Lots of people in the street there. It looks like they're kind of shuffling those people, ushering those people near this black SUV and some other vehicles on the scene there. As we continue to get new information, and again, this is just coming into the newsroom. That's why I was delayed at bringing you the news, because we just got this shot from Sky Fox. We're just learning more about this situation, but it looks like a lot of people have gathered in the middle of the road there. This is ICE is reporting that there have been about 1,500 arrests so far since Operation Midway Blitz in the city of Chicago. So about for the past month, they've picked up 1,500 people. We're going to continue to stay with this scene as we get new information. And excuse me if I pause to see if new information has come in via email on this scene. Again, what we know at this point at 12:28 in the afternoon is that there is a large presence of ICE and potentially Border Patrol agents at 105th and Avenue N on the south side of Chicago. Lots of vehicles blocking the street there. It's hard to tell if there are plainclothes officers or those are just residents in the area, but you can see, oh my goodness, at least 24, maybe close to 50 agents there in the area. What we're hearing at this point is this all started as a crash. We don't know if it involved one vehicle or multiple vehicles. We don't know if maybe those agents were in pursuit of someone when this all happened, but it's certainly attracting a lot of attention on the south side of Chicago. We are currently reaching out to get you more information on this scene.
And they have someone cuffed. So these people are finding out. So ICE, the federal agents, everyone who's there with boots on the ground, these people need to get out of the way. They have been warned. So sorry, not sorry. Don't want to hear any excuses. How you doing, Lord Jammer? These people don't have a Tina, they don't. Jaggalo. The citizens of Memphis are posting videos where the kids can ride bicycles in their neighborhoods and walk into stores, activities not done in those areas in years. Jaggalo. Boom. I did see that. Yes, I saw that as well. Yes. And they're saying, thank you, Trump. But we need to make sure that these people remember that when it is time to vote again. Don't continue to vote for Democrats. They're not doing anything for you. So we have to stay on these people so that they do not forget the one who actually helped them. And it was not a Democrat.
Looks like this is going to be a big story of the day here in Chicago on this Tuesday afternoon. Since we joined this scene about 3 minutes ago, we saw at least one person, maybe two people taken into custody, and it looks like those agents are handcuffing additional people as well. Again, this all started as a crash on the south side of Chicago. We have very little information at this point in time, but we want to stay with this scene because it's so active at 105th and Avenue N. This as we continue to follow this. Initially, the Trump administration ordered the National Guard to the city of Chicago. We had hundreds of troops from Texas, and the Illinois National Guard also called up. A judge's decision has put that to an end. So those agents, or those troops, I should say, are not allowed to be deployed at this point in time. But still, ICE agents, ATF, FBI, Border Patrol still allowed to do their business in the city of Chicago and Chicagoland areas. All right, it looks like some of the folks that have arrived on the scene here, one of them is carrying a flag. So it looks like in addition to those agents, those federal agents, we also have some protesters perhaps. And I'm trying to see if maybe some local police are involved in this, because I'm trying to make out the uniforms of some of the officers.
Now, remember, local police had always been told to stand down. How you doing, Kasink? Good evening. So, of course not Jackalow. The only time they have American flags represented is when they're doing it in a disrespectful manner. So, we're just trying to help these people to get back to the countries of the flags that they're representing. That's it. Okay. Here we go.
Involved here. Right now, I am counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 SUVs, it look like. It looks like that maybe belong to those agents. It looks like we are seeing some movement. Initially, a report of a vehicle crash that led to some detainments. There's a pickup truck on the scene there. I'm trying to see if that has any damage. Perhaps that's the vehicle in question that began this. We don't know if maybe there was a vehicle that was being pursued by those agents, and that's what maybe drew this attention. Looks like right now those agents are trying to block some of the protesters off from the scene. Okay, what I'm hearing now is that this is on the east side of Chicago, excuse me, and that we do not have any word that local law enforcement is involved in this. Again, this scene at 105th and Avenue N in Chicago.
Of course, local law enforcement is not allowed to be involved. They were ordered, I'm sure, as we've been told, because Brandon Johnson, the emperor of the great Republic of Chicago, he will not have them to do anything to assist any federal agents, period. That's just where we are. Lord Jammer, we're glad you're back, dear. Yes, Tina. Beverly White, the libs are mad. They're always mad. If you're enjoying the content, folks, we have about 50 people in the chat. Only about 27 have hit that like button. If all of us hit that little thumb, the like button, it is up under my channel name. YouTube may possibly share this video with more people. Stand down. No Republican here. Right, Prosperity? Boom. Yeah, they're always upset. You can't make those people happy, so don't even try. All right, here we go.
On the east side there. Okay, we have some agents that were seen firing some pepper balls. And as we stay on this scene, we've been with it now for about 6 minutes. We do see a significant number of protesters gathering. At least 2 people taken into custody, and I want to clarify what.
I wish they would take them all into custody. And they can sing the jailhouse rock. Woo!
What we're hearing right now is no local law enforcement involved in this. This is just federal agents.
As our great sister, Miss Prosperity, we've been watching her coverage. She already reported this. We don't need the mainstream media to tell us that. Our great sister reported this. And anyone who's here, I think we've all subscribed to her channel, but make sure if you're not that you have. She is our boots on the ground, and she gets all of the info that you can't get anywhere else. All right, here we go.
Very close to this scene. Let's see here. I want to tell you, this is the East Side neighborhood of Chicago. All right, let's see. But this is actually on the south side of Chicago, but it's the East Side neighborhood. And it looks like, you know, very residential area. There are a few businesses several blocks away. 106th Street, there's like a business zone there. So this is fairly residential. I have Paris Schutz joining me now as well as we take a closer look at the scene. Okay, let's set this up for you, Paris. I know you just joined me. So we've been on this scene about, let's say, 8 minutes now. And when we initially joined, we saw federal agents taking a couple people into custody, and they're blocking off this intersection of 105th at Avenue N, which is the East Side neighborhood on the south side of Chicago. Boy, it looks like a large number of agents there and protesters are continuing to arrive at the scene.
Certainly, yeah, looks like a lot of folks out there. Now, that's the 10th ward there. So the southeast side, that's Peter Chico, alderman. That's kind of the ward where Ed Verdoliak came from, you know, a working class, ethnic Eastern European ward, now very large Hispanic Latino population and also African American population. And so, you know, it's where all the industry was. It's where all the factories used to be. And there's a lot of environmental groups down there that talk about their worries about environmental pollution down there. So there's a very close-knit neighborhood, obviously, as you see them coming out here. Now, ICE, you know, they've complained that as they go into these residential neighborhoods, folks are tailing them in cars, they're boxing them in, and thus the need for tear gas and the more.
Yeah, and if you're here tonight, I've already stated, our great sister, Prosperity, has stated this as well. The only thing that we see on social media and the mainstream media outlets is what happens, the reaction to something stupid that they've done. They do not show how you doing, why her. They do not show what precipitated the retaliation. But we know what we're dealing with, and again, Prosperity is there with camera rolling. So you know, we understand, and we wait to see her coverage. Yes, Tube Steak, release the hounds. They have dealt with, you know, I think they've been pretty lenient thus far, but this is ridiculous. Why her? You haven't been here in a while. I hope everything is okay. And we're going to continue.
Aggressive activity. Now, this is what DHS has said consistently. We don't have a statement from them on this particular situation. Residents tell a different story. They say these ICE agents are coming in and disrupting these neighborhoods, and folks are just trying to track them and videotape them, which they do have a legal right to do in the state of Illinois, to shoot on video police officers or law enforcement in the act of law enforcement. And so that's where some of these things have turned contentious, as they've claimed that people are following them, trailing them, blowing whistles. You know, there's a group going around blowing whistles when ICE agents are, you know, conducting their raids. And
we talked about this before. How you doing, Retro? Dang, as I know, Retro, I despise as. I'm with you. Yeah, and we know, I did a video on that when the raids first started. How many of you are old enough to remember a couple of months back, I did a video, and this guy even developed an app to warn people of where ICE is located and where they're headed. So these people have no morals or scruples. Boom, here we go. If you're enjoying the content, folks, please hit the little the like button. Thank you.
That's obviously irritating the ICE agents, but it's sort of an attempt to get people into their homes and to tell people that ICE is there. So this is what we've seen play out in places like Rogers Park, Albany Park over the weekend. And it's really upset a lot of residents. We obviously have seen a lot of cell phone videos of residents that don't feel like agents should be coming into residential neighborhoods in the.
How you doing, Chi-Town Mama? This is where is this? 105th Avenue. That's I hope, did that help out, Chi-Town Mama? I think you're new here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we're always covering Chi-Town, okay? Because Chi-Town has been holding it down. How you doing, Sleuth TV. We welcome Sleuth TV as well. Yeah.
Plaintiff day and acting very aggressively, especially. So that's that's kind of the backdrop of what you're seeing. You see these pictures here, very residential, very blue collar bungalow, southeast side, 10th ward. That's Alderman Peter Chico.
Southeast side, 10th ward, Chi-Town Mama. I hope that helps. Sleuth TV, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we go. Yes, my girls.
I know we're attempting to get him on the line to see what exactly is happening there.
You know, what's the status of the ICE agents or federal agents congregating in Chicago? We had the ruling on the National Guard, the judge saying, the U.S. District Judge saying that they could not be deployed to the streets of Chicago. But what is the latest on the Trump administration's push to keep those federal agents in Chicago? Have you heard anything new on that?
Well, yeah, the judge, I mean, there's a stay or an injunction here for 14 days, about 11 more days left of that. And basically, they cannot be deployed. I mean,
and those who are not familiar with the story, we've been covering this almost every video. And so the judges, oh my God, these judges, they, the federal judge said, well, we can't believe what the ICE agents or the federal agents are saying. So they're kind of siding with the left. And it's crazy. Oh my God.
The law is pretty clear on that. They can't be deployed until they go back to court and they figure out whether to extend that injunction. So this is all ICE agents. This is all federal agents. And this is why I think DHS has said, well, we want National Guard to come in and help act as backup. But, you know, the law is the governor has to approve the deployment of the National Guard unless something like the Insurrection Act. And you've heard President Trump threaten to invoke the Insurrection Act, which is a very rare and extreme thing to do. Now you see some flags there. It looks like Colombia and Mexico. I'm sorry, Venezuela perhaps, or a Mexican flag. Which again represents a lot of, a lot of the recent asylum seekers are Venezuelan. A lot of undocumented immigrants are Mexican. And there's tension between these two communities. You know, a lot of Mexican immigrants feel like, well, we've come the right way. We've been here for generations, and now there are Venezuelan asylum seekers escaping some of the difficult conditions in that country. I'm just going off of the flag.
Well, we know that the Biden administration allowed for Venezuelan immigrants to stay here without penalty. During his administration, he put down that executive order. And so this is an interesting scene. Also,
which has been rescinded, which has been revoked.
They let everyone come in, totally unvetted. How you doing, Ollie? Jet lag, welcome back. Who else is here? Yeah. So this is where Trump is trying to clean up this mess. And this is what I voted for. So I am not complaining. And he gave people the opportunity to self-deport. Now, if you did not self-deport, all I can say is you get what you get. You were warned. He told you what was going to happen. Jet lag. If they've been here for 20 years and still haven't gotten legal, they don't plan on it. Jet lag. I know there are so many people that have been here for 20 plus years and you still don't have your paperwork together. Come on. And this man told you what he was going to do. There, boom. There you go, prosperity. So get it together. Tina, they're not going to talk about the gang members and the unalivings and the essaying and all the horrible things that happen to American citizens. Remember, the Democrats said every single person that came across that border was a good law-abiding person coming over here for a better life to work hard. And we know that was all a pipe dream. Oh my God, Mayor, it's these same protesters. And so they had to disperse tear gas. I mean, and they don't have any help from the local police. And we're still waiting. Right, prosperity, it never happened. Boom. They won't even mention the names of crime victims, American citizens who were crime victims, some unalived and some SA. They won't even say their names. Hit that like button, folks, if you are enjoying the content. Thank you so much. I'll continue.
Been revoked, but I just kind of laying the land for that here. Now, what is the status of, there was a ruling about using tear gas and rubber bullets against protesters, and what we've heard with this scene so far is that they have deployed tear gas.
Yeah, I mean, the ruling is they have to give 2 warnings before they deploy anything like that, and we don't know if ICE agents are following that. I mean, we've had residents anecdotally in some of these cell phone videos say they did not see that they feel like these agents have just kind of come in and thrown tear gas at will and not given the warnings as a federal judge.
And we've seen several videos. They warn these people. They keep practically begging these people to move back, to stop what they're doing. They don't listen to anyone. And then as soon as the agents retaliate, that's when they start rolling the film, right? And Lord Jammer says the Dems only want to talk about white supremacy and white privilege. That's it. And God knows you better not say anything about their illegals. Oh my God, the world will end. MAGA, when they were stopping Americans from going to church, they were flying over planes full of illegals under the cover of the night. MAGA, you were here. I did a video on that. They were flying, what, 20, 30,000 illegals per month. They signed up on an app that we paid for. We paid for those plane tickets. So don't get it twisted, folks. The American taxpayer had to foot those bills, those billions and billions of dollars. Lamont, that man just sitting up there on his tail lying. Exactly. Yes. Lake and Riley was on the live. Yes. They won't say anything about the American victims. No, never, ever. MAGA. Randy works at the airport here in Michigan, and he would see them coming in. Right, MAGA. MAGA will tell you. You don't have to listen to me. Listen to MAGA. She knows. Yes, Prosperity. Beware of the rhinos. Boom. Here we go.
Has ruled, has required. I mean, they cannot use force against protesters, people expressing their First Amendment right. When it turns into something more dangerous, ICE has said some of those protests have turned into folks obstructing our ability to do our work. And that indeed you can't obstruct law enforcement. That's a felony. And so, but the judge is saying, but you got to give 2 warnings if you're ICE. You can't just throw tear gas or have munitions or rubber bullets. As you look at, I mean, it does seem like the agents there are outnumbered by members of the community. And, you know, this is a tricky situation for Chicago.
Citizen Kane, could you, I would love to show that on here if you could email that to me. Thank you so much, Citizen Kane. All right.
Police, because the sanctuary laws, they cannot be seen assisting in immigration situations. But there was the controversy over whether they had gotten the order not to reply a week and a half ago to the situation.
Thank you. Let's listen to what our great sister said. Warnings are ignored. And so they give warnings. They do everything that they can. These people continue to ignore the federal agents and the ICE agents. And so, and then they go crying and complaining all over social media. Look, see what they're doing to us. No, you asked for all of this. Stop it. Boom. Here we go.
Brighton Park when an ICE agent had called for help. And so, I mean, it seems like, you know, if police officers come and help keep peace between protesters and ICE agents, that wouldn't necessarily constitute a violation of...
Citizen Kane, you're just joining us, and that's what we've been discussing. Citizen Kane said, much of the news media hardly tells you what provoked the tear gassing and pepper balling. Citizen Kane, they don't mention it. When you go on social media, and obviously since I'm covering this topic almost daily, all you see is the retaliation part. You do not see what precipitated that event. You don't. So, and then the judge said, well, the federal judge, well, I can't believe what is coming, what the federal agents or the ICE agents are saying. But you're listening to these people. Lamont, boom. Yeah, they just tell lies. But the judge said, I can't believe the ICE agents. I can't listen to and believe what the federal agents are saying, but you're listening to these people and they're playing the victim. That's what Democrats do. Stop it. Oh.
Of the law. But, there are a lot of folks very closely watching what local police do and saying the laws are clear. Local police cannot assist in immigration activity. Is that Chicago police that we see there that they had zoomed in on? So, if Chicago police are standing in the periphery trying to just maintain order, that's something that they're certainly legally allowed to do.
How does an investigation with ICE work? Because with Chicago police, they could be on the scene hours.
Yeah, there they go. Those are Chicago police right there. So it looks like they're trying to just kind of go in and disperse the crowd, kind of help maintain some distance between the ICE agents and protesters. And again, the line is very thin. They can't be seen helping ICE on an immigration raid. So this right now is just trying to keep the peace, trying to keep the neighborhood safe, trying to keep officers safe and protesters safe, which of course police are trained in doing. They are trained in doing this. There's a lot being said about Customs and Border Patrol officials and ICE agents are not trained in crowd control and de-escalation and
they're not trained in crowd control, but they have pepper balls, they have tear gas and other items at their disposal. So as Prosperity just told us, these people refuse to listen. And look at all the footage that Prosperity gets and she's been sharing with us. We see they don't listen to anyone. So, whatever happens to them, that's their fault.
Urban policing as is shown here. We've seen a lot of these contentious situations are part. There's some more tear gas there, partially because they're just not trained in this. They don't know how to effectively de-escalate, and there's a lot of questions as to whether they should be coming into these residential neighborhoods in the plain of day without a warrant or without some kind of distinct distinct person that they're coming after. And as you see the tear gas going again. So they're dispersing people.
Well, and let me also say, too, that there was concern for Chicago officers who get involved to aid in this, that they're also getting hit with the tear gas.
Well, Boomer, we're waiting. How you doing, Boomer? Thanks for coming back. Yeah, we're waiting. Remember the federal judge, I'm not sure if you were here for that video, Boomer. The federal judge stopped. The troops are there, but they're not out on the streets because the federal judge said, of course, a Biden appointee, more than likely. I think I mentioned that in a prior video. But yeah, said that I can't trust what's coming out of the Broadview facility, coming from the ICE agents, coming from the federal agents. So what are you going to do? Right? After today, I think I'll cover Wednesday, Chicago City Council Immigration and Refugee Rights Committee meeting. Citizen Kane, send it to Prosperity. I will I'll go live and share your info. Thank you so much, Prosperity. Yeah, if everyone hits that like button, boy, we could go places. So that's where we are. We're almost done with this. And then I'm going to share some footage that Miss Prosperity shared with me.
And that was one of the things that Superintendent Snelling had said is like, if we don't respond right away, it might be because we want our officers equipped with riot control and face masks and stuff like that. And if there, as you can see right there, there goes the tear gas. And a lot of folks are upset that tear gas going into residential neighborhoods, going into people's homes, if people have asthma, people have problems.
Okay, I'm sick of him. As I stated before, we need to take this and leave it on the doorstep of Jim Crow Joe Biden and the Curry Queen, Kamala Harris. None of this would be taking place had they not let millions of people totally unvetted come across our borders illegally. They're not saying anything about that. So, sorry, not sorry. You had time to self-deport. You chose not to. I am not crying. How you doing, Pennywise? I am not crying over anything that happens to you or your family. You need to go see Jim Crow, Joe Biden, and the Curry Queen. How you doing, Pennywise? Welcome to the live chat. I don't want to hear the sad story, because they tried to destroy this country. They're out of office and we're dealing with the cleanup. And Trump is doing the best that he can. And so I'm just saying, you know, this is what I voted for, and I am pleased. And anyone that does not like it, I don't know what else to tell you. He told you what he was going to do. Right, Bowen? All right, we'll finish this up and then I'll share some of the footage. Right, Kentucky Fried Mama, this is what I voted for. So stop coming on with these sad stories. I don't care. No one cried for us, Kentucky Fried Mama, when we were dealing with the Biden-Harris administration and we were miserable. No one cared. So now I don't care. Okay, I don't. Rusty, never in my life have I seen a cop just walking his beat, releasing tear gas on the streets for absolutely no reason. Stop asking for it and it will stop happening. Boom, Rusty. Rusty, thank you so much. These people are lying to the judge. The judges are listening to these people. They're playing the victim. Like the ICE agents are brutalizing innocent people, and all they're doing is standing out there and protesting peacefully, and they're telling lies. We have the footage. Our sister Prosperity is out there getting the truth for us so they can stop with those lies. Oh,
could be very problematic. And this is why people have problems with ICE very forcefully and aggressively.
Retro Game says, Gen X. That's right. We don't care about you, baby. Boom. No, we don't. We're Gen X. America first. Yes, Pennywise. Yes, Steve Bishop. How you doing? No, this is the first time that we have a president speaking loudly and clearly. Every time he's speaking, it's America first. So sorry, not sorry. This is what I voted for, and so I'm fine with it. I'm like, you see what Retro said. We don't care. Stop with the sad stories. It is not affecting us at all. If you are enjoying this content, hit that little thumb. That's the like button. Share this stream on your Facebook page. Share it on your Truth Social page. Hey, hit the subscribe button. Today's your day. We are ready, willing, and able to have you join the Rolyn's Reviews family. Democrats did not care one bit when American citizens were being essayed and unalived across the country. Boom, Tina, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Jaggalo, look at all the trash left on the floor. Where they're getting those posters so fast out of their home. Right. Electric Dog, how you doing? FAFO, boom. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, no one cared about our suffering under the Biden-Harris regime. So I don't want to hear what you're complaining about now. I don't. This is what I voted for. I'm going to finish this up and then we'll go on to one of Prosperity's videos.
Coming into residential neighborhoods right in the middle of the day like this.
You wonder how long this is going to last. As I started to ask before, you know, you've got a police investigation. We know that these can shut down intersections, interstates for hours. And so, but with this, it's a different sort of, you know, is there an investigation going on? Are they just trying to pick people up here?
Pennywise just found this stream. Love. Okay, Pennywise, welcome to the family. Everyone, please welcome Pennywise to the Rolyn's Reviews family. Pam Wild, how you doing, love? You're back. I love it. Pam is back. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, this family's growing. I love it. Here we go. Dorian said, I'm suffering from black liberal fatigue. Boom. Hey, I'm suffering from liberal fatigue, period. Yes, hugs to you, Pam. Flack, I did vote for Trump, but I don't like what he did. I didn't like him letting another country have an army base in the United States. Okay, Flack. And this is what I say, Flack. Regardless of who you vote for, you may not like every single thing that they do, but I'm telling you what, One of the primary reasons I voted for President Trump is because he is America first. He's getting these people out of here. That is opening up jobs for American citizens, and I have no complaints. I love it. My girls, you're suffering from stupid fatigue. My girls. Woo! Yes, Flack. Give those jobs to Americans. That's what I'm all about. I am all about Americans first. We don't discriminate or hate anyone on this channel. All I'm saying is take care of Americans first. That's my primary goal. All right, I'll finish this up.
And then they move on. They disperse the protesters and they move on. And it does look like some of their vehicles are leaving.
Well, this is to disperse the protesters, yeah. And it looked like they were fleeing. And so this is 105th and Avenue N. Again, I mean, this is near the border of Indiana here. This is a little east of the Skyway. So, yeah, and as you notice, it's such a small, it's a couple square block radius here. And that's why.
Byron, you need to watch. I've done several videos on some of these places. Welcome to the chat, Byron. Byron says, I can't even get a job because of illegal. Byron, you may have to move. I've done a few videos on some of these places that they've raided where they have arrested and detained several illegal aliens. So you might want to check some of my older videos, because at one point when they were, having some big time raids, I would do a video and say, hey, you need to go here and get jobs. Okay. So yeah. Hit the like button for me, please, Byron, and join the family if you haven't already.
Why, the notion of invoking the Insurrection Act for things that are happening on a 2 or 3 block radius in Portland or in Chicago or in the suburbs of Chicago would seem to be extreme.
All right, so I'm sick of them. We're going to go and let me show you and listen to this again. Brandon Johnson, Emperor. How you doing, Suri, of the great Republic of Chicago? Hola to you. Hola, ¿cómo estás? So Kamala Harris Saturday said, see Trump. What Citizen Kane, what are you telling me about the Curry Queen? Flack, I always put my country first, no other. Yes, Flack, there you go. America first, baby. America first. So I'm going to take this video. I'm going to queue up the next video because some of you were not here. Our great sister. Oh my God. We actually have boots on the ground in Chicago. Thanks to Miss Prosperity. Miss Prosperity, if you're still here, please drop your channel link. The next video I'm going to share with you, again, Brandon Johnson, the great Emperor. Beanie Nance, how are you? Beanie said, my son couldn't get a job in California. Now he has one. Boom. Yeah. Now that they're getting all these people out, jobs are finally opening up for Americans. No, Steve, I will call. I don't care. Those are jobs that Americans need. Flack said, my grandfather was the first copper man at West Point. Oh, congratulations, Flack. Okay, that's some good history. Gypsy, how you doing? And you see your gypsy. You know what, Gypsy, every time you join the chat, I can't help but break into Gypsy. I'm a big Fleetwood Mac person. So I'm back to the velvet ground, back to the floor that I love. Wow. Oh my God. Yes, I love Gypsy. You know that, Gypsy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me cue up this next video. The Chicago mayor's chair for immigrant and refugees want people to come together. So listen to this. Oh my God. You can't get this footage anywhere else but Prosperity's channel. And then when she shares it with me, I share it with you. Oh my God. So if you have not subbed her up, she just dropped her. How you doing, Robert? She just dropped her channel link. So make sure if you want the latest and the greatest. OMG. All right, let me see. Okay, we'll go full screen. So listen to this crap.
Let's hear what this alderman says after he supports obstructing justice.
Good evening, Chicago. This is 40th Ward Alderperson Andre Vasquez, Chair of the Committee on Immigrant and Refugee Rights, Co-Chair of the Progressive Caucus, and Chair of the Latino Caucus. I'm reaching out to you because, as you know, these are not normal times. As we all know here in Chicago, President Trump has sent the National Guard from Texas over to Chicago to invade an American city because we don't agree with his authoritarianism. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in democracy. We know that we are a city that keeps ourselves safe, and we have a president.
And we're not listening to this crap. How many people begged Trump to come to Chicago? Yes, Flack. We don't listen to just thank you so much, Pennywise. Again, we've already welcomed you to the family. We don't listen to these people. What was the size of the check that this guy received? And he's a mouthpiece for Emperor Johnson. Get that idiot out of office. Boom. So again, there's nothing new to see here. Everything is nice and safe in Chicago, which is a bald-faced lie.
Who, under the guise of safety and peace, is sending the military here to cause chaos, to cause division, and to enforce and be the authoritarian we've seen him be.
You getting him mixed up with Mayor Brandon Johnson. Boom. I just dropped a truth bomb, whether you know it or not. Prosperity, he's getting 6 figures. So he's going to say what Emperor Johnson tells him to say. Thank you for that, Miss Prosperity. If you know it, drop his salary in the chat. Yes, that Soros check. Boom. How you doing, Patriot Roy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are still exposing people here. We sure are. Saria says, how much are they paying this idiot? And Saria, it always comes out. They're all paid. Lala, how are you? Lala said, why are the police so fat? Lala, they're getting big checks too. Big back, big back, big back, big back. Might just eat a Big Mac. I better, Florida's going to have a fit. I better stop singing. Okay, so Miss Prosperity said the highest alder salary is about $142,000. Woo! So guess what, folks? They're going to do whatever Emperor Johnson tells them to do. How you doing, Opinion Einstein? Welcome to the channel, love. Opinion Einstein, I'm thinking if the judge won't allow, because we know the National Guard is there, they have not deployed. I wish Trump would use the Insurrection Act. That would be great. These liberal cities, these sanctuary cities, they are not going to adhere to anyone. They are used to doing things their own way, and they're fine with that. Florida, I stopped it because I know you didn't want to hear it. If you're enjoying this content, hit that little thumb, the like button. If you have not subscribed, today is your day to join the Rollins Reviews family. Here we go. Listen to this crap.
This is not laughable. This is not normal. This is not something you should accept. You should understand that what we are seeing right now is a descent into fascism.
All right. So he's saying this is not normal. What about the 600, 700, 800 people that are dying? Yes, Opinion. They don't say anything about all these people in Chicago being unalived, being carjacked, being robbed. Yes, Nemo. Evil. Incarnate.
What we need to do in times like this is build a community and network necessary to keep us safe. Over the past number of months,
I'm asking for a friend. When has Chicago kept anyone safe? Their crime has been off the charts for years. So this guy, he's just speaking nonsensical doggerel. When have they made the city safe? All of these blue cities. Even in Memphis, as we were talking about earlier, people are like, now their children can go outside and all these other things. Washington, Black people were all over social media talking about now, oh my God, I've lived in Washington all my life. I've never felt this safe. They are upset. Let me tell you what the problem is, folks. They are upset President Trump is cleaning up their cities and it's making them look like the idiots that they are. Boom. Everybody hear that? Boom. So I don't want to hear it. Okay? I do not want to hear it. Sorry, not sorry. I don't care what they're saying. They're always talking about what we can do. Ever notice they never do it? So, yes. Yes, the YNs, yes, they're off the chain. It's a beautiful thing to see the community members appreciating their new, safer neighborhood. Rusty, I'm telling you, and I look at a lot of videos. Black Americans in Washington, Memphis today, they were all over social media talking about, oh my God, my children, Black fathers were outside. Oh my God, my children can go outside. There are no bullets flying. They don't like that. They want to keep the status quo, keep Black people dependent on them. That's all that's about. They don't care about them. Yes, Pennywise. I'm saying they want to keep Black people on that Democratic plantation dependent and scared. And that's all it is.
We've been building as a city. There have been rapid response networks that have been building. There have been mutual aid networks that have been building. There have been know your rights campaigns that have been spreading across the city to make sure that we know our constitutional rights. But what we are seeing is the force of the military being brought into the city. It is nothing short of an invasion.
Okay, notice, the military coming in is an invasion. Why didn't they say that about all the illegals that flooded into Chicago? That was the real invasion. Boom. I just dropped another truth bomb, whether you know it or not. So stop it. That was you see how they flip everything. Rusty, no. LBJ. Yes, LBJ. God rest his soul, but yes, he did. He with that great society. He destroyed so much. Oh my God. So Trump, whether people know it or not, is making people become responsible. And I know they have these people, oh, they're taking my food stamps or my Section 8. Guess what? It's time for you to grow up. Old people and disabled people, I'm sure we're going to continue to take care of. Everyone else, make better life choices. Those of us who make good life choices have to take care of the ones who don't. So stop it. Yes, Pennywise. Pennywise, you're new here. You fit in just fine. Get a job. And if that one job is not enough for you to pay your bills, get 2 or 3 jobs. Accountability needs to come back. Make accountability and responsibility great again. Because the people who are responsible have to care for the ones who are not. And the ones who are not continue to sit here and listen to the Democrats say everything is because of white supremacy and systemic racism, instead of holding people accountable. And people come on here and call me horrible names. I don't care. I'm a Generation Xer. For my new people, I don't care. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I laugh. Okay. And so Robert said, get a job, get a life too. Whoop. How about get both? Robert, boom. All right, Rusty, excuse me. Let me read Rusty's. Yeah, because some people, that's a career. Rusty said, having children for government benefits doesn't constitute a job. Boom. Exactly. Get a job. Stop listening to the lies of the Democrats. You are where you are in your life because of decisions that you have made and are still making. That's why you are where you are. Stop the lies.
We've seen our mayor call it out. We've seen our governor call it out. You should not think any of this is normal. But what you should always understand is that we are the city of Chicago. We are the
Yeah, he probably got a bonus check for these lies, Prosperity.
greatest American city in the country. We have gone through adversity before. We've been divided before, and we have come together. We've stood shoulder to shoulder against great adversity and overcome it. This will be no different than us overcoming those challenges. But it will take work, it will take organizing, it will take us coming together to build the community necessary to make sure we can sustain and that we can endure, that we can engage in the democratic process and turn this whole thing around. That requires me and you and you and your neighbors and your neighbors and you all being in community together, all being in coalition, all being in solidarity. I have a confidence that we can do it. It'll take focus, it'll take communication. Please stay tuned in here as we give you updates on everything that will be happening as we learn it. We want to make sure you're informed and we want to make sure you're safe.
Let me see your sign, the pink one, the pink sign, keep your youth safe. I take it you're a student here, correct? Okay, what's been happening here at your school?
Rolling this channel and everyone from this chat is simply the best. Boom. Thank you so much, Saria. Hey, R.I.P. Tina Turner. You're simply the best. You're better than all the rest. Yes. All right. Tina Turner, queen of rock and roll. Pennywise said Pennywise said, love this stream. Boom. Pennywise, I told you you were in the right place, love. We're glad you're here. Pennywise and all my new folks here tonight. The Rollins Reviews family has officially canceled the Victimhood Olympics 2025, 2026, and beyond. No victimhood allowed. This is a no victimhood channel, right? We don't do DEI, affirmative action, any of that, right? So you're definitely in the right place. We call out the hypocrisy of the left, and we are actively preparing for the 2026 midterms. Pennywise and Ronnie, Gypsy, DEI equals play the victim. Boom. There you go. Steve Bishop, victimless community. Right. We are all, there's 65 of us in here right now, and we are all intelligent enough to know what happens to us in our life is a result of our actions and our choices. Sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. But we can't turn around and say, oh, it's because of white supremacy and racism, I can't make it. We don't play that here. Opinion Einstein, we are Charlie Kirk. Boom. Exactly. No excuses. We don't have that here. If you don't make it, that's your fault. And the way we look at it here from a spiritual aspect, wherever the creator wants you to be and whatever he wants you to have, you will have, and you will be there. If it doesn't happen, it's not because of some white racist. They talk about how horrible white people are. Don Sour Lemon, all of these people that are always talking about the race hustlers, talking about white people, and they're all married to white people. So you're telling me one thing and doing something totally different. So you are an oxymoron. So we don't listen to those people. No handouts, right, Steve? We don't do handouts. No, we're not. We are not. All right. So this part really angered me. Vera Frady, how you doing? George Jones did a song called Choices. Good stuff. Vero, yes. I like George Jones. R.I.P. George Jones. I like his music too. Happy birthday, Charlie Kirk. Yes. My co-workers were wearing red today in honor of Charlie Kirk. My only red are my red Trump t-shirts, and I can't wear that. My hair is red, so that sufficed. Yes, Dorian, they always say that, and we can't listen to these idiots. But what really angered me about this footage here, okay, so the left media was there talking to any and everyone. These people know who Prosperity, they know who she is. Then the lady's going to come up to her and say, the parents may not want you talking to their children. You didn't say anything. Those leftist YouTubers are out there every day. You have not said a word to any of them. But as soon as Miss Prosperity went, oh, we got to wait and see. Were you recording them? Ma'am, stop it. If they don't want their children recorded, keep them in the house. Stop this mess.
Okay, what kind of support have they not been giving you all?
They don't want to acknowledge what's happening here in Cicero, like to all our families and our friends, and they really don't want to put an extra effort in. They say they acknowledge that there's current conditions, but they don't explain what. They don't explain further what conditions.
So you have no clue, basically, of everything that's going on with like ICE and here in Illinois, mayors, governors, things like that. So let's say politics.
They don't really work with us. And it's been there's evidence that there's been lawsuits against multiple people
Jammer. Oh my God. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens can go to Hades. Boom. Now, I was watching a video. They're saying they think she's had a mental collapse of some kind. She is off the charts with all the wild conspiracy theories. They're thinking she something's going on mentally with her.
One of them even had ties to the mob. And they just they corrupt and they don't have our interests in mind.
Okay, so this is why you're in front of actually the district and doing your protests here. Okay, thank you. I appreciate your time. You have anything you'd like to add?
Xavier D'Angelo. Yeah, he was only 51. Yeah, D'Angelo passed away. He made that song "Brown Sugar Babe." I think he was big in the 90s. He had a few hit songs, and "How Does It Feel?" I think those are the only two songs I can think of. But yeah, he passed. He was only 51. They said he had been battling cancer. She's grifting in this moment for her 15 minutes. Boom, big cat. Big cat. Woo! Yes. Yes. Oh my, Bobby. Good evening, everyone. A little late, but I'm here. Bobby, how are you, love? Hit that like button, dear. And I'm showing you so you see they have two sets of standards, right? All right. So if you look right here, if you can see my cursor, this guy in the jean jacket, he is every day he's out there. Every day. He's talking to students. He's talking to whoever he wants to talk to. They have never, ever gone up and asked him anything. So you can't tell me they don't know who Prosperity is. They know who she is. Horrible reporter. Boom. Thank you, Ronnie. But he's leftist, so he's okay. They let him talk to whoever. Prosperity started talking to people. Now it's a problem. So again, that they have two sets of standards.
I'm well, and you?
Doing good. I'm really excited that the young people are out here, that they're energized.
Would you like to do an interview with me?
Actually, that's why I came over here. So today I am a marshal who's assisting the young people and expressing, how they're doing.
Okay.
We ask that we don't record the youth because they're underage.
So listen to this crap. Now, this is when I really got mad. Asking her not to record the youth because they're underage. This guy in the jean jacket has been recording. Every day he's recording. They don't say a word, but she's going to walk over to our great sister and say something. And again, if you don't want your children recorded, you better keep them at home because that's a public school. That is public property. You can't tell her who to record and who not to record. Yes, I know they're underage, but guess what? They're on public property. Citizen Kane, where is horrible Prosperity? Yes. Yeah, Thank Tina. Boom. They know who she is. Walking up, acting as if they don't. They know exactly who she is. That's why she walked over there. Yes, Prosperity. Oh.
And they would need consent from a parent.
Okay.
Even though they are in a public setting.
Okay.
We don't want them to engage in an interview that they might.
If you don't want them to engage in an interview. Why the heck are they out there protesting? And again, they're talking to the left. Yes, Penny, talk about fascism. They are the fascists, not the conservatives. So I told you, Prosperity, I really got angry with this. And some of you know, now we do, now let me tell you how it is. Some of you, my new people, you may not know my occupation. I know how this works because I'm an educator. Now, we do have students who are not allowed, but like if we're taking them on a field trip, if we have special events going on inside the school, some parents do not want their children videotaped, or they don't want their picture taken for whatever reason. Custody battles, it comes from abusive situations. That's totally different. Now, this situation, you are outside protesting and you're talking to and being videoed by this guy in the jean jacket, looks like a low T male to me, and it's okay. So I'm just saying, I really blew up when this girl walked up and said something to Prosperity. And Prosperity is very intelligent. She knows her rights, and she knows that woman is full of bunk.
I not know the full details of.
So a lot of this propaganda is really being fed to these children. They have hardly no clue about the political aspect arena that's going on here in Illinois. Because they don't know what they're out here really protesting for. It's basically what they're being told. So yeah, they are sending a message to this district loud and clear.
And you're so concerned about the children. Why are the children out here? As you see, our great sister now, the mainstream media won't report this because remember, this is all peaceful protesting. No, they're not doing anything wrong. They're out there writing. I know it's in chalk, but still, the custodians of the school have to clean this crap up. They're out there writing all kinds of profanities. So you're so concerned about the children, have them to stop doing this graffiti on the concrete. How about that? Okay. How you doing, Arena Uncensored?
What their complaints are. Loud and clear. You can't miss this. When they come on Monday, they're going to see all this. So that means that there's going to be labor needed to get all of this off the walls. Your silence is a sign of your compliance.
So, and again, and I know how this works at my school. Whenever the students engage in vandalism and graffiti, the custodians have to clean that up. So as she just told us, someone has to clean it up. Right, Dorian?
Even a little kid going up there writing on the wall. See the little kid? There's a little kid up here writing on it again. But these kids are protected, right? Mm-hmm.
Deport, deport, deport. Boom.
There's another camera up there.
Again, cameras are all everywhere, inside and outside of the school. Same way at my school. So you don't want your children photographed or videoed, you better keep them at home. How about that? Okay.
Which I'm quite sure is on the other side of this building too. Oh, look at this, y'all. There's even more. There's a camera up there that's watching all of this. They got recordings of who these students are that's doing all of this. This will be interesting to be on the news.
And they keep saying this is what democracy looks like. No, this is what communism looks like. This is what Marxism looks like. Boom. Pennywise, we need to get back to family values in church. This isn't it. Boom, Pennywise. I told you would fit in just fine here. You are 100% Correct. Here we go.
Oh, look at the language of these kids. Are these parents happy of the language that these kids are writing out here? Mainstream, where y'all at? Capturing what these children are writing on the building. Yeah, they did do that. They know how to spell. They know exactly how to spell and get across what they want to say. Oh, look at that. F-I, stay out, bees. Yeah, these are children.
Right. Again, these people are drinking the Kool-Aid. Well, they better be careful, Saria. They're going to wind up like the Guyana tragedy where almost 1,000 people died if they keep drinking that sour Kool-Aid. Sharia, we're a rusty. November 5th is what democracy looked like. Boom! Woohoo! Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God.
Now we got some good stuff that is need to be shown. Well, what your students are out here doing. They're not just out here protesting. They actually are breaking rules and laws. Because to put this on the public buildings, and you have the officers sitting out there, I know they have to see this. He's sitting right there.
Officers sitting right there. Do you think they lifted a thumb to go and stop these children or anything? Of course they didn't. What were they eating? Donuts? Prosperity.
I see it. They're even putting up names. Like to bury us, they didn't know we were seeds. Protect students, not racist. Then they even mention a name there. Is a racist, do better. This one, ICE. Viva Mexico. There's the sign up there. J. Sterling Morton. What I will, I can. All right, you're seeing it firsthand. If it rains, I already have it.
As a reminder that Brandon Johnson's administration believes they are above the law.
We were kind of on the front line of it as a vehicle was coming. And so we were looking to block the vehicle. It still kept driving, almost ran over someone. And at that point, we started seeing the pellets. So it was tear gas, it was pepper spray, a little mix of both. So you could feel it even under the mask and start coughing and like start, spitting out and getting everything. So
you had a mask on at the time?
Yeah, so even through the mask, you can feel it. Like right now, I can still feel a little burn in the eyes, back of the neck, just because of the chemicals themselves. And then just, I was able to walk, clear my head a little bit, then grab water. One, to take care of myself, but then make sure other people were okay.
Right. Okay, there we go. Right. So again, our great sister Prosperity, she gets another soy toy. Yeah. Oh yeah, Pennywise. We're glad you're here, dear. Yeah, another grifter. You know it. That's what stupidity does to you. Yeah, and I still want to show you some of this Don Lemon. Please go away. Go away, man. You are an idiot. And I was it last night? Yeah. I uploaded a short. That Mexican American woman made him look so stupid. I mean, so he's out there telling these people, because the people, she was like, well, the woman was talking that a man talked to him, talking about, well, coming over the border illegally. He was like, it's not really a crime. Man, what are you talking about? Yes, Ronnie. Oh, yes. So I'm just like, stop it. And so I'm going to show you some of that, and I'll place both videos in the description box. But Don Lemon made himself just look totally ignorant. And I wanted to it's Taco Tuesday. We all having a good laugh. Hey, I want to laugh at some more of this idiotic behavior. Mayor, and the Mexican American woman was telling him that, and he was like, well, it's not a crime. Dude, what are you talking about? Tina, boom. What the heck? Don Sour Squeeze Lemon has the brain capacity of a gnat. Ooh, ouch. Whoop. There you go. And I won't show you all of this video because I am going to share it in the description box, but I wanted you to see this clown. See some of these people out here, and I wanted you to see Don Lemon because he looked like a total idiot. He really did. Oh, Don Lemonhead. Boom. Lemon doesn't know what he's talking. No! The Mexican American woman was trying to explain it to that idiot, but he won't listen. And I'm going to fast forward it because I want you to hear this idiotic. And I had it, and then I'm going to fast forward to that again because I want you to hear this guy talking. All right, here it is. And he talked to more than one person. You can watch the video in its entirety, though. But I want you to hear, because I could not believe this guy. The gaslighting that this guy was involved in was astounding. All right. And I mean, Don Lemon used to be big time. Why is he out here recording, right? I thought you were big time. All right. So I'm going to let you hear some of that, and then we'll get out of here, okay? Lemon has Trump syndrome. Boom, really bad. He's a clown and not a good one like me. Pennywise. Okay. Came my way. Hola, ¿cómo estás? How you doing, love? How are you? All right. So I'm going to let you hear Don Lemon sharing his erroneous information. Here we are.
Have you looked at the economic numbers? Have you looked at inflation? Have you looked at the deficit? Donald Trump contributed more to the deficit than any president in modern history, maybe even in this.
And you don't think we're going to make a lot of money in this country because of him?
I think a lot of rich people.
You're kicking all the workers out. So you think the rich people are going to make money because he's in office?
Yeah, and I say that because I'm
really,
rich, and I'm great. The taxes are good. I make a lot of money. And I'm good.
So wait a minute, aren't you on progressive taxes? You just watch and see.
IRS does.
Watch and see what? What is going to happen?
If you think for 1 minute because he's in office, it's our time is going to tank, you're out of your mind. Yeah,
I just pay my taxes.
And I love that these people that did talk to Don Lemon were not afraid to tell him what was really on their mind. I love it. Came my way. I'm here from Jay Witt. I subscribed last night. How you doing, Came my way? We're glad you're here. Jay Witt, he is coming on my show. I think, is it next week or the week after? We've been emailing each other. So he is coming on the show. Not tonight, but he is coming on the show, love. But thank you for asking. So we're still trying to get a date and time set down. But yeah, Jay Witt, he's great. I was there today when he was live. He's exposing Candace Owens, and I am so glad that people are finally opening up their mouths about her. How you doing, Majid Jude? All right, here we go. Everyone, welcome Kay my way. She's new to the Rolynn Reviews family. Woohoo!
Excellent comedy. But anyways, thank you. Anything else you want to ask me? Because I like to have a productive conversation. You want to shake my hand?
It's all good. It's all good. I appreciate you being confident.
Your whole name, please.
My name is Don Lemon. Nice to see you. What's your name?
Prosperity.
Nice to see you, Prosperity. Thank you.
So look at Don Lemon. My, how the mighty have fallen. How do you go from CNN to now you're out here? And our great sister Prosperity did a better job than he did. Boom. So you go from CNN to having to come out and like the YouTubers, right? Okay. So they're coming over to our space. Their mainstream media, that's a dying art form. Robert, I'm suffering too. Yeah, thank you, Penny White. Yeah, welcome to the family, Kay, my way. We're glad you're here, love. And so look at what's happening. Rolynn Martin, when he got fired. So when they get fired, where do they come? They come to our spaces. Yeah, that's where they come. We're still not listening to them because they're still spewing lies. Boom.
Just a few minutes ago, she stood up to a whole crowd of people that
For
were
me.
violently trying to yell at her and everything like that.
They cheered for me and screaming. And
hey, where's your friend? Where's this one? The one that spat at me last week when I was just standing there. Yeah, you know who the fuck this is.
No, I don't. Yeah,
he was with you. He was with your little fucking weird ass
new
group.
people with me all the time, girl.
Yeah, we got people. Yeah, you fucking bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, let him know. I'm fucking. He's gonna get.
Now, these liberals, someone please teach them some new words. They just drop F-bombs all over the place. If you are enjoying this content, folks, hit that little thumb. That's the like button. Also, hit that subscribe button. Make sure it is on all notifications. You don't want to miss anything. Here we go. Welcome, Douglas. How you doing, love?
His fucking spit back in his fucking face. Hey, motherfucker.
Okay.
But I think it's great to get it live.
Opinion Einstein. Lemon is desperate for his podcast viewer loss, so trying to find more viewers and not working. Opinion Einstein. Americans are over. They know him. They know the mainstream media. They did nothing but lie to the American people. They are over these people. Okay. Thank God. Woo. Lamont said, ma'am, where are your manners? Lamont, the way she's dropping F-bombs and cursing, she has zero.
It's great to get it unedited. These are the kind of conversations that we should have. Conversations aren't necessarily. Oh, really?
The violent actions is what's going on. It's completely unnecessary. This doesn't get anything done. Being violent doesn't get anything done.
You mean arresting people?
No, not that. Slightly aggressive. It's just all in the face.
Aggressive towards this girl and the microphone and the loudspeakers in people's ears. What does that do?
But kidnapping people off the street is not violent.
It's not, but you are.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
What I'm saying is you are part of it.
I'm just gonna say
You jumped in his face. You jumped in the guy's face with the flag. And you're not having that conversation.
I'm not here to have a conversation. Fuck a conversation. You're kidnapping people off the street.
So as you can see, Miss Prosperity is trying to set this leftist liberal straight. He's got immigrants make America great. So we know his brain is fried. There's nothing we can do to help him. How you doing, Katrina Sandoval? If not mistaken, lemon is a fruit. Boom. Yeah, he's a fruit cake. A sour fruit cake. Oh my God. So again, you can't get through to these people. But Miss Prosperity was trying. Dory, she was cursing like a sail and truck driver.
You want us to have peaceful conversations about kidnappings off the street.
You're talking to someone who didn't do it.
He supports
When
it.
he did
Fuck him. He supports it.
So if he did not do it,
You see that? Miss Prosperity is using good King's English. He's F him. Why can't they use decent word? Why do they have to keep using profanity? Oh my God. Stop showing your ignorance, sir. Use regular words. You can't use something besides the F-bomb? Right, Gypsy?
I think a lot of times it's probably a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, another F-bomb. That's all they do. Greg, boom. I don't give a F. And F this, F that, sticking their middle fingers up. These people are nuts.
The bottom line is
What?
that's it.
But why don't you have the same rules for the president?
We're talking about, what are we talking about? Immigration?
You said illegal. You don't like illegal activity, and they should be thrown out of the country. So you have different rules.
You're trying to throw everything into the pot.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a specific situation. Like
Oh, hell yeah.
Camera in the camera. I'm working on financial.
I'll go shop.
It is a problem, and it could be fixed with comprehensive immigration. For people who support the
Are you
president.
saying let everybody stay here?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Do you think it's right that they get all this money when they come in the country and there's people on the street?
Soraya said, because that's the only ghetto language they know. Boom. That's all they do is stand there and curse and call people names. Prosperity is sitting there talking nice and calm, just trying to talk to these people, and that's all they're doing. Oh, how you doing, Cher Yelverton? Hi, Booze, listening and driving. Be careful, Cher. Please be careful, love.
Starving, there's people homeless in this country, there's veterans starving in this country, but yet the migrants come in and they get all this money, housing cards, and everything.
That's not the migrants' fault.
But how is that
It's
fair?
not the migrants' fault.
But they still accept it.
It's not the migrants' fault. The biggest drain in our economy.
Do you hear what Sour Lemon keeps saying? That's not the migrants' fault. That's not the nothing is the migrants' fault, sir, in your eyes. How you doing, Margie Bernard? They are evil. Boom. They are evil incarnate. Yes, they are. Margie, I think you're new here. We talk about the evil of the Democrats on a daily basis. They are evil incarnate. We are with you. Yes, Lemonhead. Margie, if you are enjoying this content, love, hit that little thumb. That's the like button. Hit that subscribe button so that you do not miss any content that we have for you. We expose the hypocrisy of the left. Yes, Prosperity is a legend. Boom. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Did you hear that, Prosperity? You're a legend. And she's talking nicely, clearly, and they're using all this profanity. No respect for women. You know, what the heck?
Biggest drain in our economy.
But whose fault is it?
Whose fault is what? I'm
Whose
about to
fault-
explain it to
whose
you.
fault is
I'm
it
about
that
to
they get all the money?
Let me explain it to you. It's the people here in the United States who don't have a job, who can't find a job.
Lemonhead is talking about it's not the fault that the illegals have not caused all these problems. So again, we can't listen to what he's saying because he's in denial, and I don't mean in Africa.
Who don't have health insurance. That's the biggest drain in our economy. Migrants don't get health insurance. Migrants don't.
Okay, did you hear that lie? Migrants don't get health insurance. Stop the lie. I did a video. They bankrupted Denver's healthcare system because of all the free healthcare they would get. They do get free healthcare. This man will not tell the truth if his life depended on it. Stop it. They got free healthcare, free housing, $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 a month in food stamps. I've done videos on all of this is documented, people. I don't have to sit here and tell you lies. Tina, boom. He's standing there straight up lying. Nemo, yes. Nemo, you were here when I did those videos. Billions of American taxpayer dollars. Oh, yes, Mayor. Prosperity just dropped a link. That's right, Prosperity. Keep dropping those links, dear.
Migrants, immigrants pay into the system and they get nothing out of it.
Did you hear what he said? Migrants pay into the system and they get nothing out of it. He's standing there talking. What is he talking about? Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies. That's why I'm always saying that's one of my favorite Fleetwood Mac songs because it makes me think about the Democrats. Sharia, that's all he's doing is lying. Katrinka, and I've worked with many illegals for 2 decades, and they say stuff like Americans are lazy. They say that's why they get the jobs, which is an effing joke. Yes, Katrinka, that's what they say. I've heard it.
So what about all the free checks coming across the border? Free checks to get free money. What about the...
Well, excuse me, undocumented people don't get help.
He just lied again. The man's asking, what about the free money? What did Lion Sourhead say? They don't get free money. See, why is he standing there lying to these people? This man in the red bandana knows what he's talking about. Oh, God.
Money they get when they come across. They get monthly money, they get hotels, put them up in hotels. Okay, you're here for
They're American citizens with bigger dreams. You're gonna have to.
So when this man said, "What about the free hotels they got?" Don Sourhead Lemon says, "Well, no, it's the American citizens who are a drain." So you can't talk to this man because he's not going to tell the truth. Robert, from what I'm seeing about Andre Vasquez, he is a scumbag. Yeah, he is. Marjorie, he's lied for years. Boom. Margie, keep dropping those truth bombs, love. Here we go. Oh, my God.
You're gonna have problems with immigration and with people who
I'm asking you specifically about all the migrants that come into the country, they get free checks, free food, free housing, free cars. How does that make Americans feel? And then you wonder why there's people who have.
So when he tells Don Lemon this, they get free housing, free food, free health care. You notice that Don Lemon never says no, that he won't say no, that's not true, but he goes to something else. Tina, American citizens could not afford to live, and 60 million American citizens went into poverty under the Biden administration, taking care of these illegals. Boom. All of you who have these truth bombs, keep dropping them in the comments section. We know we're listening to straight up lies. Here on the Rolynn Reviews channel, we have straight up facts. Boom. Keep dropping those facts, folks, in the comment section. Margie, you're new here. And if you have subscribed, let me know so we can welcome you to the Rolynn Reviews family properly.
Their hair brushed back because of that.
Okay, let me tell you. If we had comprehensive immigration reform, we would not have to worry about it. Okay. But the people who can fix that are the people who support Donald Trump, and they vote against things that will help immigration reform.
Who supported which parties, Republicans or Democrats, supported giving all the migrants money, free hotels, free cars?
So you see, as this man is asking Lemonhead, who supported giving all these migrants free money. He's looking off like he's trying to listen to something going. He's ignoring the guy. Okay, Lamont, here's your truth bomb. Boom. I can't with this guy. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Yes. Oh. I can't guarantee Sourpuss Lemonade does not go this hard for home. No, he doesn't go for, they don't do anything for homeless veterans. They don't do anything for Americans, period. That's why all of my new folks, if I had my way, I would tell Donald Trump, charge every single Democrat with treason. I'm over it. I'm over it all the way. Joe, watching videos of people with jobs, citizens living in campers and RVs in America, they get no help. They paid into the system. They have a job but can't afford to live, but they're trying. Boom. He doesn't want to hear that. He only wants to, right, Gitmo. Boom. He only wants to hear about the illegals and how badly they're being treated. Oh.
Well, I don't know exactly who supported, but I don't have an issue. As someone who pays a lot of taxes, I don't know that. That's not fact.
So do you think Republicans?
So when the guy is giving him facts, Don is like, I don't know that is facts. He would not tell the truth to save his life.
Answer your question.
Republicans voted
Can you hold on?
Migrants money.
Can you hold on? I will answer your question.
So he's walking away. He's telling the guy to hold on. The guy is giving him nothing but straight facts. And I know this guy in the red bandana is telling the truth because I've done videos on all this. Deport, deport, deport. Boom. Lamont, we do not care. And we don't. Yes, Greg, everything has been exposed. Here we go.
You don't want to answer the question I'm asking.
Because you asked me 4 questions.
Okay, I'm asking you one.
I'm going to answer the one before.
Okay, let's allow him to answer all
yeah,
the
questions.
I'm just going to ask you, just answer this one question.
I will, if you let me finish what you did before. Okay? So, the people who vote against comprehensive immigration reform, those are the people who are responsible for this. Like someone who pays a lot of taxes, I don't mind helping people who are looking for a better life.
So listen to this, and this is my problem. He's saying, okay, yes, I make a lot of money. I pay a lot of taxes. And Lemonhead is saying, I don't mind helping people who are looking for a better life. Okay, sir, if you don't mind helping, notice how they never say the word illegals. if you don't mind helping people who are looking for a better life, why are you helping non-American citizens? Take that money that you keep saying that you make so much money. Why aren't you helping homeless veterans? Why aren't you helping Americans who are in dire need? Right? You see where I'm going with this, folks? Facts over feelings. Boom. It's a shame when the people know more than the reporters. Gypsy! Yes. Yes. Woo! Tina, America is not a free-for-all state. No. Lamont, we're looking for a better life too. Dragnet 1967. Welcome to the channel, love. I love Dragnet. So all I'm saying, yes, he's a fraud. You're talking about, oh, I don't mind helping people who are looking for a better life. Obviously, you do. You don't help Americans that way. The man is asking, you don't care about your tax money? No, I don't mind people looking for a better. Plenty of Americans that can use help. So stop it. He's a liar. Welcome, Dragnet 1967. I think you're new here. And if you are, let me give you a nice, warm Rolynn's Reviews welcome. Yes, there we go. Americans first, Pennywise, boom. You get a truth bomb. Yes. Here we go.
Crossing the border. Would I rather that they did it legally or go through the channels? Yes, but not everybody does that. You don't know what people are going to do when they are faced with dire consequences.
We don't care if they're faced with dire consequences. Several of them, millions of these people that came through the border, they had to come through 2, 3, 4, 5 other countries to get here because, Jim Crow Joe Biden and the Curry Queen told them, if you could just get here, just come across that border, we will take care of you. We will feed you. We will clothe you. We will house you. We will give you free health care. And is that not what they did, folks? Tell me I'm wrong. They did exactly what they said they were going to do. Yes, this is a new hustle for an old grifter. Boom. And you know it. Sour lemon head, just like the candy. Yes.
They are in desperate
So you're trying to say that everybody came across the borders in a dire consequence.
I didn't say everyone, okay?
The majority.
I didn't say that. You're putting words in my mouth. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I don't mind doing that as a Christian and an American.
Oh, God. I don't mind doing this as a Christian and an American. You're such a Christian. You're such an American. Do it for some Americans. I'm so sick of these people. It is ridiculous. Yeah, welcome, Dragnet. I love that show. I still watch that show, Joe Friday. Woo!
Who lives in the richest country in the world, I think it is okay to help those who are in need.
There he goes again. America's the richest country in the world. It's okay to help people who are well, good. If you like helping people so much, Don, help some Americans. I've never seen you've never had that kind of energy for Americans. So we know, folks. This is the straight from the Democratic playbook. They're not going to do anything for Americans. That's why I hope they never win another election in America. If I had my way, they would not. I have nothing for those people. They are evil. Yes, talking about he's a Christian. What have you done for any Americans? Nothing. Stop it.
That's how I was brought up. That's what my faith tells me. So whatever sacrifice that I need to make as a person of privilege who lives in a...
He's saying whatever. I don't know if you can hear him. He's talking kind of low. Whatever sacrifice I need to make as a Christian to help the poor. Yeah, like I said, start helping Americans. There are plenty of people that need help. Thank you, Dorian. Boom. False Christianity. Yes, he's married to a white man, but he's always up here talking about how horrible white people are. Sir, we're not listening to anything that you say. So stop the lies. Stop it. He's a race hustler.
Rich country with freedoms that they don't have in their country, I'm willing to sacrifice something to help them. I don't believe that they should be pushed on the ground, handcuffed, and deported from the country where their families don't...
He's not complaining. I don't believe they should be handcuffed, pushed to the ground. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I was asleep. Someone tell me, when was the last time? Has anyone ever seen Sour Lemonhead out protesting anytime when Americans were arrested for committing whatever crime. I've never seen Don Lemonhead out there. Has anyone else? Right. Never. Nemo. Again, he's not going to do anything for Americans. So now he is pulling at his heartstrings, and he's a Christian. And he just doesn't like to see the people pushed to the ground and I see people on the news all the time, Americans being pushed on the ground, handcuffed, going to jail. I've never seen him or any of these race hustlers complain. They only complain because it's happening to illegals. So sorry, not sorry. Citizen Kane, Don Lemon for being so race conscious, invading our borders with Jim Crow on their mind. Citizen Kane, I can't with him.
Sacrifice the hard-earned work.
The majority of Americans support comprehensive immigration.
The majority of Americans are not willing to support with their hard-earned money support people illegal.
See, the guy is telling him. So again, he's not reading the room. That's why the Democrats lost the White House, the House, the Senate. They lost everything. This guy is telling him Americans do not want their hard-earned money spent on illegals. Don Lemon says that's not true. Lala Brown. If Christians being unalive in all over Africa, he never covers it. No, Lala. He never talks about all the Christians being murdered in Africa. He never says a word. So stop it. He needs to stop it. Bobby, that's what I said. He never helps Americans. There are plenty of homeless veterans and other homeless Americans that he could help. Saria, Lemonade, take some of those illegals to live with you and your husband. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. You're so concerned. Take them home with you.
Coming in this country.
That's not true.
When there's people here, Americans who need it more, right?
This guy is saying everything that we've said on this channel. This guy in the red bandana, he's schooling Lemonhead, but Lemonhead's too stupid to understand it.
So you're telling me that a veteran living on the street, he shouldn't get nothing, but a migrant man, 20 years old, who came across the border should be able to be put up in a hotel, get free food, free medicine, free cars, and everything, right? You think that's right? Is that right or no?
No, it's not right. But let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I'm not saying that. What you don't understand is that it's not that migrants.
So then why don't you say?
So this Lemonhead is saying, well, it's not right, but it's not the migrants' fault. I told you I can't with this guy. Lanita, how you doing, love? We're glad you're here. I cannot with this guy. Alan, how are you doing, love? Oh, God. Lemonhead. No wonder you got fired from CNN. This guy is unbearable. Woo! La. Facts. Why have many homeless children, veterans, and babies in foster care? Right. Again, he's only concerned with illegals. So, you know how that goes.
You're not letting me answer my question. What I'm trying to tell you is not that migrants' fault. It's the people who vote against comprehensive immigration.
So he's saying it's not the migrants' fault. It's the people. So again, he's putting it on the Republicans. It's the people who vote against comprehensive immigration. No, stupid. It was Jim Crow Joe Biden and the Curry Queen, Kamala Harris, that told those people to come here. And they did by the millions. So stop these lies.
And who vote against giving veterans in this country the help that they need. And that can be placed on both parties, but mostly on the Republican Party, because they vote against it. And then you blame Democrats, you blame other people. You know what they're doing? People like me and you, a minority and someone who is a veteran, or people who are not billionaires, we have more in common than what you have with billionaires and a president who's a billionaire. They're trying to keep us fighting so that they can stay richer. The real issue is them, and they are not supporting veterans. I know that because my family, I come from a family of veterans. And right now, you have people who are concerned about not getting veteran benefits because the government is shut down over health care. Every American should have access to health care. It doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter if they were getting it before the shutdown. They should get it now. And so now that we have the opportunity to fix it, I don't understand why people are saying, yes, health care, veterans.
$1.5 trillion to go toward it.
We have a lot of money.
So wait a minute.
$1.5 trillion to go towards healthcare is a good thing. That's a good thing. I want everybody to have healthcare.
That's what they want
We
in
can
there for
afford
migrants, for
that.
illegal.
That's not true. We don't give undocumented people healthcare. That's bullshit. That's not
They use our ER.
Oh my God, he's still lying. We don't give undocumented people free health care. Oh, Alan, you don't want to know. Don Lemonhead he's told so many lies. How you doing, Ken? Where did he get his last name from? Obama? Does anybody know the history? I sure do, and I would love to share Jerry's adventures in life. All right. What a bait. Yeah, he's a true beta. Low Pennywise, he's definitely low T. Where are we? Caesar, thank you for checking in, love. Pennywise, no, here we are. Kelly, he is campaigning. I don't know who's going to vote for him. He's done nothing but tell lies. So he can go right ahead. Kelly, welcome, love, to the chat. And Trump was absolutely right. Obama was never born here in the U.S. Yeah, he was right. Cher Yelverton, Ken, I heard the history of Obama today. Can't remember whose channel. It was interesting. Yeah, I've watched a lot and learned a lot about him as well. Here we go.
You know who uses the ER? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. You know who uses the ER? You know who's the drain on the ER? American citizens, veterans who keep getting.
Listen, this is who he said is a drain on American health care. American citizens, veterans who can't get. Hold on, let me see what's
not what they want.
Yeah, do you see who he's blaming this on? Again, blaming it on Americans, American veterans. American citizens and veterans. That's who they blame Americans for everything. Timu Sharpton, boom. Jet lag, I love it. The Insurrection Act is a U.S. federal law codified in Title 10 of the U.S. Code that gives the president the power to deploy the military and federalize the National Guard. Opinion Einstein, I'm hoping that Trump will do that. We see these federal judges are on the side of the left, and he may have to do that. Jet lag, I love that. Katrina Lemon is faulty beyond repair, so freaking wrong. He thinks it's great because he's rich and doesn't care about everyday America. Yeah, I don't see, I'm sure he's not flooded with illegals in his community. Tina, I can't either. Everything this man has said was a lie. My girls, boom. How many illegals do he let stay in his guest house? Lanita, shots fired. I'm saying what he's telling us to do, he's not doing it himself.
Poor people who are not getting enough money, who can't afford a livable wage, are not making a livable wage. People who are homeless and on the street because they can't afford to live in America. That's the biggest thing. It's not.
He's talking about the homeless Americans. He's saying that's the biggest drain. Okay, so he's not going to say anything bad about the illegals, folks. You may as well forget that. Okay, that's not happening. Okay. Rudy Ortiz, did I miss someone? Rudy Ortiz, hello. I think I missed you because I see Florida speaking to you. Hello, Rudy.
Migrants, and if we fix that, then we have more money to help people who are in need.
When you say all the people on the street, there's a lot of people on the street that need help, right?
There's a lot of veterans on the street,
right? So don't you think we should have helped them first before we paid for hotels and
I just said that, but you're not listening to me.
You did not say that. This guy is saying, don't you think we should have helped the homeless veterans first? And this liar says, I just said that. No, you did not. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Woo. Oh, boy. Rudy Ortiz, mom. How you doing, love? Welcome to the channel. Hi, first time here. Thanks. Rudy is my cat's name. Oh, Rudy. That's okay. Rudy Ortiz's mom. That's all right, mom. We're glad you're here. If you are enjoying the content, hit that like button, love. And if you have subscribed, let us know so we can give you a nice, warm Rolynn's Reviews welcome. Miss Prosperity, if you're still here, please drop your channel link. Thank you. All right. Yeah, Barnes, I'm on late tonight. I wanted to get this out.
No, I'm asking you this specific question.
Yes.
If you had a choice right now.
I just said yes. Answer your question.
Okay, yes. So answer this one. If you had a choice right now, an American veteran who's on the street needs help, or a migrant that needs help, who gets the help?
Both.
See, you're not going to get a straight answer out of this guy. You're not.
There's only one choice you can give it to. Who do you give it to?
I give it to the person who is in the most dire need.
No, which one?
So, okay,
I'm not picking whoever's in the most dire need.
You've got mentally ill people on the street. Okay, a lot of them are veterans, right? And then you've got healthy 22-year-old men coming in here illegal, right? Which one of those 22-year-old who's perfectly healthy to work that gets all the money from the government, free cars, free hotel, free everything, and you're giving it to them?
Everyone, let's give Rudy Ortiz's mom. I'm just going to type Rudy. You know, I'm talking to you, Rudy. Let's give Rudy a nice, warm Rollyn's Reviews welcome. Oh, my God. We are growing in leaps and bounds. We just, I think we just got about 10 people during this live stream. So we are growing. As I said, folks, when you hit that like button and share the stream out and hit the subscribe button, hey, that brings more people in. Okay, Rudy Ortiz's mom. The veterans can go to a VA hospital. They get medicine and eyeglasses. Yeah, and this bum is blaming everything on the veterans and the homeless people. You're welcome, Rudy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Rudy, let me send you some kitty cats because I'm a cat mom too. Here you go. Meow. All right, here we go. Katrinka, low wages, high groceries, high housing costs. Shout on the way home. That's lemon love. Okay, all right. How you doing, Mary? Mary, how are you? All right. Yeah, we've been going for a while. I'm just letting you listen to these lies. Oh, from Don Lemonhead. And this guy in the red bandana he's taking him to school. And Don is too stupid to realize it.
But the veteran who gets it, who wants it, to keep getting it.
My answer is simple. I would give both.
But it's not happening. We're giving it to the migrants.
Illinois is giving migrants.
Yes, but that is not stopping American citizens and veterans from getting
What's the status of the?
This liar said that now that the illegals that are getting the health care, it's not stopping Americans and veterans from getting it. Oh my, you see, you can't talk to this guy.
That's what they're trying to get you to believe. That's not stopping. That's not stopping American citizens from getting health care.
The mayor of this city and the government and the governor of this state decided, hey, we're not going to take all this money and give it to migrants. We're going to help our veterans in this state. We're going to help our people, our citizens in the state before them.
Right? We take the money from the billionaires and give it to both of them.
We need our government to do that. We need our government to have.
That's not what they're doing.
We need our government to
Well,
do
you
that.
take the tax cut from the billionaires and give it to both of them. Why are we talking about the money being taxed?
Because
IRS
the billionaires.
IRS is progressive tax.
Well, they cut way back on what the billion. How much is Elon Musk pay?
But IRS is progressive.
Not like it used to be, and it's not fair.
That's why we're in that. It's not a matter of who gets
how much
money
is Elon Musk paying for this?
Listen, there's enough to go around.
That doesn't mean anything. It's not very progressive.
It has nothing to do with the mayor of Chicago.
No, he probably pays virtually nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought you said what he was paying me. Because he was paying me.
No, they get so many breaks, they get nothing.
We would have less veterans on the street, correct? If he put as much effort into helping the veterans that are on the street,
I have veterans live on my channel, so they are definitely paying
I think that's a
attention.
false argument. No.
how is that a false argument?
You're pitting
This
poor
mayor
against
went
poor.
in
What
front of
about
the
the
microphone every
billionaires?
day,
What about
and
the
he
billionaires?
And he said on the microphone every day that this is a city for veterans. We're going to help them rather than this
Shout
is a
out to you,
sanctuary
Vets on
city
Live.
for migrants.
Why does it have to? Why can't it be both?
Why are you pitting poor people against poor people?
Hang on,
Okay.
Why can't it be both?
Exactly. Why isn't he doing it for both?
He is doing it for both.
He's doing it for veterans?
Yeah.
He's doing it for veterans. Where?
I don't
Why
believe
isn't
that
he on
any.
TV
I don't
screaming?
believe that any city official in any city or municipality in this country would say we're not going to help veterans. That is a false
Veterans are
argument.
not
Why is
getting
he
all their
not on
benefits.
TV every day doing it like he is
Okay,
for the
let me
migrants?
explain to you again. Perhaps he's not getting the money from the federal government that could help veterans because Republicans.
What about all the other money he's already spent on the migrants?
You're not listening. You keep going to
No,
something
you
too,
just-
but listen, this is not productive. I gotta go, but thank you.
You're saying that they're not getting the money. Where did they get the money for the migrants from?
Where do they get the money for the
Yeah,
veterans?
where
The
did
same
they-
place they got the money for the veterans.
But why are they spending it all? Why are they spending it
They're not spending the majority on it. That's a false argument.
Don, you're going to say that
The
we're
west side and
spending...
the south side still have not gotten our finances, so I like to know where is that
You're
money.
saying that
Don needs to go back to the Clinton News Network because they are schooling him. And again, as you see, he never answers a question. Serious, sorry, but I get sick on my stomach watching this moron. Maroon. Yeah, sour beef jerky. Yeah, he just, I didn't realize. He knew he was always been a liar, but this interview, he is, every word out of his mouth is a lie. Jeez, he's gotten worse. They kicked veterans out of homeless facilities in New York in 2021 so illegals would have somewhere they could stay. I will pin that statement because yes, you will not get a liberal to admit that. Okay? Yes, they did. My girl said that he ignored prosperity because she gave him too much. Yeah, he didn't want prosperity. She had too much fire coming out of her mouth. He was like, nope. Boom.
No, I
spent way too much time with you.
No, you're saying that you think that this mayor, you think that this, I'm sorry, hang on.
I'm not a Chicagoan. Go ahead.
You think that
How are you? Hey.
Yeah, he needs to go back to the Clinton News Network. This guy.
What's going on? Don Lemon, a friend of Jolly's here. He said I should interview you.
What's it?
What's going on? What is he? Does he know about the folks who are in here?
He thinks different than us, so it may be good to get an opposite opinion.
Oh, so you let me know what's going on.
Yeah.
Why do you think different? What do you think? How do you feel? I don't know how you feel. I don't know if it's different or the same. How are you? How do you feel about what's going on here?
I support it.
Why is that?
This is America, man. Got to do things the right way. That's it. Plain and simple.
What does that mean?
It means exactly what it sounds like. Got to do it the right way. You want to come here legally. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Bottom line.
How do you feel about due process?
You're getting into a sketchy line there. You're trying to throw out.
I just asked you a question. How do you feel about due process?
I think due process is important in a lot of standings, but when you come down to the immigration,
Saria, yes. Saria says, Prosperity, you deserve a gold medal for listening to this idiot. I don't know how she was able, and I know it was hard because she was doing nothing but listening to a pack of lies and she knew it. Oh, I don't know, Pennywise, but this is what he was wearing. But I guess since he's not on the Clinton News Network anymore, he ditched the suits.
It's impossible.
Why is that? Why is it different with immigration? Due process has allowed all people who are in the United States, even if you're not a citizen.
We beg to differ there.
You break the law coming into this country, you lose your due process. So stop it. Yes, Robert, they are brainwashing the kids.
It's just that's the Constitution. That's the law. That's America. We can't have an exception for immigration.
I don't support illegal immigration, period. That's all there is to it.
You don't support illegal immigration at all?
No.
You support illegal activity at all?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No. Follow the law, man. Follow the law. That's it.
Yeah. I have to ask you, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Absolutely, 100%.
He did a lot of illegal stuff and was convicted of it.
There he goes with that crap. Talking about, and we all know, all of us here have more than 2 brain cells. We know they use lawfare against Donald Trump. So what? That just made Americans more determined to vote for him. So if you look at everything that the Democrats did, Trump didn't have to do too much to get elected. They were doing the most trying to stop him. That turned more and more millions and millions of Americans against them. So I love it. Right, Kelly? That's what it is. My Citizen Kane, my Panamanian friend, says many Venezuelans are seeking asylum in the USA because they fell out with the Maduro government. The vast majority of U.S. citizens don't have that luxury. No, you don't. Okay.
And you support him. Why is that?
Witch hunt.
Well, people would say that this is a witch hunt too, that they're hunting people down who are going about their
Illegal,
business.
going after criminals.
Well, he's just
Let
the
me ask
same
you a
thing.
question.
No, but it's the same thing. Hold on. Let me ask you. No, I'm gonna let you talk.
Do you think it's good all the people
and
are
this,
getting off the street?
I'll answer that. You can ask that.
Do you think it's good ICE getting all the criminals off the street?
Sir, I promise you I will answer your question. But since we're on the subject, do you think that Donald Trump did something illegal?
Do I think he did anything illegal? Let the courts decide, right?
Okay, but shouldn't that be the same way for the folks who are here?
Not for illegals that are coming in illegal, man. That's what they did. They broke the law.
That's right.
It's undocumented. It's a misdemeanor.
You know, you can play that word undocumented. Illegal is illegal.
Yeah, but it's
Again, word salad, word play. We know how they operate. And I've been on here for a while, and I know some of you are getting tired of listening to Don the Con. So what I'll do, I'm going to share this video. And that's what I do. The videos that I use during the live stream. And again, if you have not already, make sure you are, opinion Einstein. Yeah. And he's always trying to tell someone else how to live. No one's telling you how to live, sir. So shut up and don't tell anyone else how to live. Yeah, they're good for that. All right. So I shared this video in its entirety. It is up under the description box in my video. And I always do that because I know you've seen enough of this guy. And I just wanted to come on and share that. Excuse me. And we've had a lot of people to join the family tonight. I'm ecstatic. I think we had about 10 people to join us tonight. Thank you. Miss Prosperity just dropped her channel link again. So make sure she is our boots on the ground. Miss Prosperity, Citizen Kane, they are there in Chicago. And when we get this footage that you cannot see anywhere else, just know that those are the people that we get it from. Rolynn, got to go. Love you. I will be back for the next one. Bye. Love you too, Pennywise. Welcome to the family, love. Yeah, we're going to get off from here now. Checking my blood. Gypsy said, checking my blood pressure. I know watching Don Lemon is enough to raise a dead person's blood pressure because he just straight out he's gotten worse with his lying. Oh, I can't with him. So have a good night, folks. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I may jump on tomorrow, or if I don't, I'll just drop a little short or something. But finish watching that video if you can stomach it. I'm sure you can't. But yeah, welcome all the new family members. We're excited and we're ecstatic that you're here. And again, I may be live tomorrow. Just depends on what's going on. I may jump on for a little while. It's about 7:30-ish, something like that. And so, yeah, we're glad you're here. And I hope that you enjoyed it because I sure did. All right. Yeah, good night, sis. Good night to all of you. Thanks all of you for spending your very valuable time here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. E = MC squared = good night. Yes, I love you. Be safe. Or Rudy Ortiz, mom, just because someone said it doesn't mean it's true. Boom, you got it. You must want me to have stomach cramps. I can't watch anymore. This lying fool. You see, my girls, I stopped it because I was getting sick myself. Everything that guy was saying was a lie. Oh my God. Woo. Folks, if you remember, come and leave a comment once the live stream is over. If I don't respond to you tonight, I will respond to you in the morning while I'm at school. But I will respond. Do not worry. Thank you so much. Again, it is much appreciated. And I'm coming to talk to you right now in the comment section. Lies, 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 yeah. Thompson twins. Someone play that song for old sourhead Don the Con. All right, Joel, she does respond to all. Yes, Joel, don't I respond? Good night, sweet dream. Yes, Margie. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. All right, sorry, but I just had a moment. The Eurythmics. When you said Sweet Dreams, Margie, I play that in my classroom all the time. I play the 12-minute extended version. Boom. Woo! All right, folks, I'm going to let you go. Joe, you know, I'll respond to you. Yeah. That's okay, Joel. We still have fun. My girls, I love Annie Lennox. Who's that girl running around with you? Tell me. Oh my God, don't get me. I still have that album around here somewhere, the extended version. Woo, I love Annie Lennox and Eurythmics. Yeah, he was lying so much. I couldn't take anymore. And I know you were sick of him. Thank you so much, our great sister Prosperity. We're going to go. I'm going to come talk to you in the comment section. I'll stay there and talk to you as long as you're there. If you see the word hype pop up when this video is over, hit that hype button. YouTube will share it with even more people. I love you. Be safe. And I hope I may jump on tomorrow for a short while. You know, there's been something happening in the news every day. So I'm coming to talk to you right now. So Caesar, I'm going to your channel. Yes, Prosperity. That's our boots on the ground. Yes, go to her channel. Sub her up. She's got excellent content. Yes. All right. I'm coming to talk to you now in the comment section. I love you all. Good night.